Hi YouTube, this is Queen Pam Elon QP, and I'm doing my first voiceover, so bear with me. I have some papers that I got from Michael's, and they had all of their 65-pound weight color packages at $2.49, so I bought a bunch of them, and I bought a bunch of them to use because they're lighter in weight than the stuff that I normally use. And I bought a bunch of them in order to use with some products I'm going to show you in just a moment. So a lot of pretty colors here. Kudos to you guys who do voiceovers, because this is not as easy as it looks when you guys do it. So I'm putting that away, and then I'm going to show you the other things that I got. Not from Michael's, but from my online ordering. So I got an order in from Altenew, and I got in on their monthly flower creator sets, and this one is the antique rose, and that's one of the things I want to use the Michael's paper for, because it's got a lot of layers and they'll be light when I'm mailing them. And this one is the Create a Flower Tulip, and this one is the Poppy. So I'm going to use that paper for them, and they're really pretty, and that's the size that they are. They have started adding all of the dies that need to be cut out of one color. They've grouped them together, as you can see here on the back of this die. The other two are older versions, so they haven't updated those yet. I don't know that they are, but those were created before they got the idea to put it all on, put it together for one color. I also got this flower bunch stencil, and it is a bunch of stencils that create a beautiful flower. And I'm going to show you an example coming up here that I made. And so that is also an Altenew embossing folder behind it. And that is the die. Not the die, the stencil work. I fussy cut it by hand. I did not buy the die for it. I don't even know that there is a die for it. So that's what I got from Altenew. I got this from Concord and Ninth, and it is called, when it turns back around I'll be able to see it. It's got Thinking of You and You're So Kind, and I believe it is called Seasonal Branches set. So it's got some really pretty sayings and a bunch of different leaves and branch combinations that you can make. I haven't used it yet, and I was thinking that maybe they had some examples in the package, but they don't. So I'm sorry, but you'll have to watch me look for that, but it's not there. So I'll put that together later. I got these also. That is plaid card front thick, and then the other one is plaid card front thin, and they go together and make a beautiful presentation. I'm going to show you my sample right here. This is both of them together. The colors of ink that I chose are very close. I thought there were going to be enough of a contrast, but there isn't. I got some more things from Sizzix, and I'm going to be able to use them also with the Michael's paper. They are floral sets from Tim Holtz, one of his most recent releases, and that's going to be too small for me to be able to tell you what I saw. I mean, what their names are. And these are some cards that I made with Altenew embossing folders that I think I have showed you in a previous haul. Floating leaves and majestic blooms. I'm going to stop and try and look for that to be able to tell you, but since I have looked already, I know that it is majestic blooms embossing folder. And I just used some blending brushes and some Spectrum Noir sparkle stuff on top. Don't know the name of it. And that is the Thinking of You die from Concord and Knife. I got more. This is the Ronculus embossing folder from Altenew, a die cut from Design Bundles, and from the Missies at Studio Light, The Word Believe. I just die cut it out of all white and then colored it with blending brushes. This is another one that I created. It's the die cut came in a bundle with the other one, but the collection is the Prima Diamond collection on the Slimline card. And then I found this new release from, I believe it is Pink Fresh Studios coming up. Yep, and they have washi tape that goes along with stamps and dies. And this one is Pretty Peonies. And there's the matching stamp. It's got some beautiful sentiments and also a die. And I'm going to give you a demo of how this works. I'm going to get it started off camera and come back and show you how I cut it out. I just have some white cardstock that I'm going to lay it out on. It starts easily. It was just difficult for me to get my fingernail under the edge, but it stayed all in one piece, and you pull it out, and the end is not at the actual starting point for the die, so I'm going to finagle that and then die cut it. So it does start with the wreath part, and it is gold foiled. I was just trying to figure out where the beginning of the series is, because the die cuts it all at one. There's like only one die and it cuts the whole thing. So it does start with the wreath, but I have an offcut, so I want to cut off the offcut. And then I'll be able to get a full die cut. But I'm not going to throw this one away because I can use it. You know, all of it's not a waste. And actually none of it is a waste, as you'll see later with the other one that I bought, Joyful Bouquet. Okay, so now I have it ready to apply to the paper. The adhesive is forgiving, so you do have some time to pull it up as you're sticking it down to the paper, which is good because you can wrinkle it if you're not careful. So I'm going to run that through my die cut and give you a look at how they look when they are die cut. Now, this is slippery because it's washi tape, so you definitely are going to want to tape it in a couple of places so that it cannot slip on you when you're trying to cut it. And it wasn't difficult to line up, but like I said, the die kept trying to slide on me, so I had to put some tape on it. And why I let that tape close itself, I don't know. So it's kind of hard to find the end of it. So I'll be back and let you see. I took the time to actually die cut it. I had to use my big Gemini because it's a little long for the plates that I use in the Junior. And it cut well and easily. It didn't need anything extra than what I normally use, which is a Spellbinders plate and one of the Gemini clear plates in my Gemini. Use that at your own risk. My Gemini is well out of warranty. Thought that was going to be a color match, but it's not. It's a color match for the other one that I will show you a little bit later in the video. I'm going to bring it up closer so that you can see the sparkle on it and how pretty it is. It doesn't lift from the cardstock unless you pull it away, so it stays down well. So the other one that I bought is the Joyous Bouquet, and I'm going to be back in a little bit and show you what the Joyful Bouquet looks like. The die that comes also matches the stamp set and cuts the stamp set in one piece as well. So you stamp it all in one piece, and you can use it to cut out the stamp set. So if you run out of washi, you can then use the stamp set. And somebody said that there are about 40 of them on the roll. Approximately. Don't hold me to it. I'm not sure what I'm talking to you about at this point. So I have rolled out the other one, which is called Joyful Bouquet, and applied it to the paper, and I'm going to die cut it and let you see it. I'm going to work it up into the card next to us. Actually, I have already die cut it, and I'm just going to audition some pieces. This was the first off-cut one where it didn't actually start, the washi tape didn't actually start where you needed it to, but you can still use those pieces. So I'm trying to pick it up, and I'm going to audition it. Joyful Bouquet. So it also has a stamp and a die. I don't have the stamp for this one, but I will get it. And the washi's not labeled, so I took the end sticker and stuck it inside the roll so I would be able to find out which one I was using. So I'm just going to kind of let you watch me audition it. And one thing I will say, after you cut the overhang off, like this one was the off cut, so I'm just going to make sure that I put that on. So I'm going to glue it on with some art glitter glue. So when I get it on, I'm going to do it in the four corners and then cut it off. So I'm just going to let you watch. And one thing I can tell you is do not throw the things away that you cut off, because you can use them on other projects. Now if you cut off a little tiny sliver, of course don't keep that. But if you cut off and you still have floral image that you can see and identify, you could use it on another project. I'm going to speed up the rest of the video and not do any more voiceover. But as always, I leave you in the hands of the Creator. Be blessed.